So this funding we've received from Western Australia, from the Department of Jobs, Tourism, Science and Innovation, and that's a significant amount of money that will let us set up our systems, our assays, and allow us to enrol a cohort of people who've already been infected here in Western Australia, and then to follow them over time to then really understand how their immune response is maintained over time or whether it's not. And also importantly, again, what the impact is of any previous immunity that they've already had to the seasonal coronaviruses and how that might impact the way that they maintain or not their immunity to this new infection. And also, of course, if you want to receive a vaccine, once a vaccine becomes available, the status of your immunity might be important in determining whether you should receive a vaccine or how protective that vaccine may be, how it will work. And the other one is from the Snow Medical Research Foundation. That's a grant that allows us to look at the genetics of the virus. So the viruses that we've been able to isolate from people infected with SARS coronavirus to here in Western Australia. So we've been able to isolate those viruses, and we've been able to determine the genetic sequence of many of those viruses. So we have this information that allows us to then understand where these viruses have come from, which parts of the world they've come from, how similar they are to each other, right, and whether that is significant or not. And also importantly, the kind of immune response that's been induced by infection with those different strains. So that's the other interesting question, is to see whether the kind of virus, the genetics of the virus, impacts the immune response that's induced in the person that the virus infected.